prospect in the entire bantamweight division at the moment. This dude is a freak of nature. And I know a lot of people are kind of giving stick. Not stick, but they're saying, oh, well, he only beat Chris Gutierrez. And, oh, well, he lost to Corey Sandhagen. Bro, come on. Like, he is, without a doubt, going to be a champ. If you look at that Sandhagen fight, look how close of a fight that was. And that was stopped due to a cut. So, let's break it down. Cruz Gutierrez, he had a good win against Frank Edgar, but who hasn't got a good win against Frank Edgar? Like, let's be completely honest. Good fighter, bit of a gatekeeper. I didn't think he was going to win this fight at all. I didn't stay up for it. I just watched in the morning because I was like, there's no point in watching this live. It's not a big fight like next week, but yeah, man. Song Yadong comes out, good decision. I think one judge had it 50-44, so he got a 10-8 in there as well. It was a bit of a boring fight, but you can't be, like, even Sandhagen is one of the most exciting fighters, had a bit of a boring fight. Sean O'Malley had a boring fight against Pedro Munoz. Like, people have boring fights, but he destroyed him. Like, people are saying how boring Song Yadong was. Fucking Chris Gutierrez couldn't do shit about it. Boo that guy. I see him kind of giving a little bit of stick to Jan, saying that his fight was boring as well. He looked shit in it, but I'd be very shocked if they don't make that fight next. Like, I mean, very shocked. If you look at the rest of the division, O'Malley's booked versus Cheeto. Pedro's coming off a loss. We don't really need to see Pedro Munoz versus Song Yadong, let's be honest. He kind of deserves to be fighting in that top 6, top 5. Sterling's pretty much guaranteed to be leaving the division. Like, I'd be shocked if he stays. Him versus Cater is a very good fight if that happens. But then you have, Sandhagen is meant to be fighting Umar. So you can't really do that fight again. Merab is fighting Cejudo, so the division's kind of booked at the moment. It does leave Jan. Like, that's the only fight that really makes sense. They tried to book it as well, I'm pretty sure, but Jan pulled out. Could have been last night. But how do I think that fight goes? People are underestimating Peter Yan, big time. They think he's washed and he's overrated as fuck. But bro, let's break Jan's last few fights down. The Sterling 1 loss, he didn't lose. He did not lose that fight. He brutally fucked Sterling up in that fight and did something stupid. Like, he was 6-7 minutes away from winning his belt. But the second fight, very close. Razor close. Let's not forget that. Yeah, Sterling probably won with the body kicks and stuff like that. More damage, but that was close. That was a split decision as well, and Dana thought after the fight that the judges blew it. So, yeah, then Sean O'Malley. Most people think he won, including me. You know what I mean? Like, he won that fight, I think, and he was fucking getting hit with great shots from Sugar, but he was standing, bro. He was standing. So 3 of those fights, he won 1 against Sterling 1. You argue he could have won 2 and the other 2. You argue he could have won against Sterling the second time, Sterling 2, and then you probably think he beat Sean O'Malley. So, and the next fight, Merab, you could argue that's his only loss in his career. You could argue Peter Yan has 1 loss in his career. That is an argument to be had. Look, man, I think people are sleeping on Yan. Do I think people are sleeping on Song Yadong? No, I don't. I think the real people who watch the sport know that this guy's a fucking beast. An absolute beast. When he fought Sandhagen, I thought that fight was more about to see if Sandhagen was still good, rather than, okay, let's see if Song Yadong's who he says he is. So I think Song Yadong versus Peter Yan makes sense. I think it makes a lot of sense. I was kind of hoping they'd do him versus Cheeto, to be quite honest. That would have been a nice, easy way into the top 5. But, a lot of people are saying Cruz, but is Cruz coming back? I don't think so. He hasn't fought in a year and a half. Last time he fought, he got knocked out. So, yeah, man. So, Peter Yan versus Song Yadong is the fight to make. And that's the only fight I think they will make. I can't see them making another fight, to be quite honest. Which the division is completely, it just makes sense. It just makes sense. They tried to book it. Why, rebook it? So, that's what I think. Let me know what you think of Song Yadong down in the comments. And is he a future champion?